Hello everyone and welcome to Medals Monday. This time we're going to be looking at the Armed Forces Expeditionary Medal of the United States of America. During the late 1950s it became apparent that a medal was needed to recognise the services of the armed forces who participated in the increased involvement of the American military in peacekeeping activities. As a result, President Kennedy established the Armed Forces Expeditionary Medal per Executive Order 10977. Dated 4th of December 1961 for operations on or after the 1st of July 1958. The Armed Forces Expeditionary Medal may be authorised for three categories of operations: US military operations, US military operations in direct support of the United Nations, and US operations of assistance for friendly foreign nations. The medal shall be awarded only for operations for which no other US campaign medal is approved, where a foreign armed opposition or imminent threat of hostile action was encountered. Since its original conception in 1961, the Armed Forces Expeditionary Medal has been awarded for United States participation in over 45 designated military campaigns, a list of which I'll put up on the screen for you right now. The first campaign for the AFEM, which it's also known as, was the Cuban Missile Crisis, and the award was issued for military service between October 1962 and June 1963. Following this original issuance, the AFEM was made retroactive to 1958 and issued for actions in Lebanon, Taiwan, Republic of the Congo, Quemoy and Matsu, and for duty in Berlin between 1961 and 1963. During the early years of the Vietnam War, the Armed Forces Expeditionary Medal was issued for initial operations in South Vietnam, Laos and Cambodia. The Armed Forces Expeditionary Medal was intended to replace the Marine Corps Expeditionary Medal and the Navy Expeditionary Medal, but this never occurred, and both services continue to award their service expeditionary medals and the AFEM, though not concurrently, for the same action. In 1965, with the creation of the Vietnam Service Medal, the AFEM was discontinued for Vietnam War service. As the Vietnam Service Medal was retroactively authorised, those personnel who had previously received the AFEM were granted the option to exchange the AFEM for the Vietnam Service Medal. In 1968, the AFEM was awarded for naval operations in the defence of USS Pueblo, which was seized by North Korea, as well as for Korean service, and awarded for Thailand and Cambodia operations in 1973. Because of these awards during the Vietnam War period, some military personnel have been awarded both the Armed Forces Expeditionary Medal and the Vietnam Service Medal. Some military advisors involved in the 1973 Arab-Israeli War were also awarded the medal for their involvement in the supply and training of the IDF on the use and deployment of anti-tank weapons. In the 1990s, it was awarded to numerous naval ships such as the USS Simpson, who enforced the Daytona Peace Accords and operated in the Adriatic Sea, enforcing UN arms embargo against Croatia and Bosnia-Herzegovina, and participating in Operation Sharp Guard on Operation Joint Endeavour up through and during the Bosnian crisis. In 2003, with the creation of the Global War on Terrorism Expeditionary Medal, the AFEM was discontinued for Iraq, Saudi Arabia and Kuwait. After the 18th of March 2003, some personnel became eligible for the Armed Forces Expeditionary Medal, as well as the Global War on Terrorism Expeditionary Medal. Only one medal may be awarded, however, and individuals or units that deploy to the Gulf for Operation Southern Watch and then immediately transition to Operation Iraqi Freedom are not eligible for both medals. Beginning in 1992, an effort was begun to phase out the AFEM in favour of campaign-specific medals and the newly created Armed Forces Service Medal. The Armed Forces Service Medal was also originally intended to be a replacement for the Armed Forces Expeditionary Medal. However, the two awards are currently considered separate awards with different award criteria. The primary difference between the two is that the Armed Forces Expeditionary Medal is normally awarded for combat operations and combat support missions. So, if we look at the medal and start off on the front, the obverse side of the medal consists of an eagle with wings addorsed and inverted, representing the strength of the United States Armed Forces. Standing on a sword loosened in its scabbard and superimposed on a radiant compass rows of 8 points, which represent the readiness to serve wherever needed, all with the circumscription of Armed Forces above and Expeditionary Service below, with a sprig of laurel on each side. If we turn the medal over, on the reverse side of the medal is the shield from the United States coat of arms above 2 laurel branches separated by a bullet, all with the circumscription United States of America. A bronze service star is authorised for participation in subsequent US military operations, authorised for award of the AFEM. Only one award is authorised for each designated US military operation. A silver service star is worn in lieu of 5 bronze service stars. The arrowhead device is authorised for United States Army and United States Air Force personnel who are awarded the medal through participation in an airborne or amphibious assault. The Fleet Marine Force Combat Operation insignia is authorised for US Navy service members assigned to Marine Corps units that participate in combat during the assignment. If we turn it back over and we look at the ribbon now in a little bit more detail. The ribbon is 1 3/8 inches wide and consists of the following stripes: green, golden yellow, spice brown, black, blue bird, ultramarine blue, white, scarlet, blue bird, black, spice brown, golden yellow, green. The centre stripes symbolise the United States, and the many colours at the edges symbolise other areas of the world. If we turn this medal round, we can pop this pin open and hopefully we'll be able to focus on the hallmark, and as you can see there, hopefully it reads G27, which stands for Graco Awards Incorporated, Tomball, Texas. So that proves that it's a genuine model. Medal, sorry. This one was purchased as is, outside of a box, but they do come issued in a box. A modern reincarnation of one of these boxes is this particular one here. As you can see, it's dated 1990, and if we open the box, we are met with a medal wrapped in clear wrapping with a medal ribbon, the medal on a cardboard backing. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. See you later. As usual, if you've enjoyed the content, please make sure that you like, share, subscribe and comment, and I'll see you later.